Yes, Lynette, people here at this 24-hour bagel shop thought that they were witnessing a tragic accident here on Sepulveda Boulevard, but it turns out what they saw here was no accident. Customers and employees at Western Bagel couldn't believe their eyes as they saw a man who bought bagels there every morning get repeatedly run over by a car.
After being hit the initial time, Ms. West proceeded to drive again directly towards him at a high rate of speed, struck him once again with the front end of her vehicle, and dragged him about 15 to 20 yards into the intersection, and he died at the scene.
Witnesses say after the man was hit, the driver of the Volvo acted bizarre.
After she hit him, she returned to the location, picked up some of the bagels that the victim had dropped, put them in the trunk of her car, went into the location, the bagel shop, and asked for water for a radiator.
Detectives believe this murder was a hate crime.
She was just making statements to the fact that people of Hispanic origin should go back to the country that they came from, and that she hated people of Hispanic descent.
The victim is identified as 65-year-old Jesus Placencia at Weiler's Deli, where he worked for 12 years, as a tribute and an expression of unbearable grief. Customers and restaurant employees are heartbroken.
Absolutely. I'm sorry, sir. Yeah. Yes, I am.
It's really sad. And people coming here, everybody is giving the same thing, drawing the feeling about the guy is killing. So it's really sad.
And this tragedy makes no sense to the suspect's husband, who says he's half Mexican. Al Bowman says his wife suffers from mental illness.
This wouldn't make sense to anybody unless you understand this illness that she has. This is a common problem, bipolar disorder, manic depressive disorder. And, she is really, what it comes down to is, as sad as this is, that this poor man had to die, let this serve as a wake-up call that the mental health care system of the state of California is really not adequate.
The suspect, identified as 35-year-old Marie West, is being held tonight in the Van Nuys jail. Reporting live from Van Nuys, Frank Motek, KTLA.
Okay, now you've seen Al Aldaz on TV twice now, and on that one he gives a different measurement of how far the man was dragged. But a simple examination of the video, even on this small blog on the internet, you can see the trajectory of the bagels, the angle the car is parked, the two exit doors on the building. She backed up over him. She hit him, the bagels flew, she threw it in drive, she hit him again. He got caught under the undercarriage, he dropped out of the car, she made like an O-turn, came back and parked, went in, ordered a blueberry and cream cheese bagel, and got a 5-ounce cup of, a styrofoam cup of water to fix the radiator on our Volvo, which wasn't even broken. This was the typical thing she would have when she was in a manic episode. She would always see things that weren't there, like the car was overheating. That car was in mint condition, it wasn't overheating. Aldaz, of course, gives the conflicting statement from the other two broadcasts, but you see that at that point I had intercepted my third newscaster and was able to change the spin from racist hate crime, which went this way, to poor mentally ill woman that went this way. And for the next 6 years from that point, I have continued to do this and hammered home the point that this case was a setup, that she was used as a dupe for an election, and by ruthless police trying to make brownie points for their legal careers. She was not guilty of the crime she was accused. So you're seeing it clearer now, how one citizen can step in, take a case, and change the media spin if they're not afraid to take on an entity like the Los Angeles Police.